Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe...
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
Yeah, I get it. You're huge, Junko, with your big breasts.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
Them? He thinks more people are gonna come? Them? Who's gonna come?
That's
Kyoko!
not something you need to take your time saying.
Kyoko is back! Oh yes, Kyoko! Byakuya's back too! I can't believe I'm excited about this.
Shoes before you drag us into situations.
Byakuya,
like
the real fucking Byakuya, not fatty pants. Real Byakuya Tagami. Hero 2?
Kyoko! Byakuya! I knew you guys would come!
Okay, only those two. Actually, the only two that I mentioned as well that would have been useful. Cause like, you know, Hina is like sure, yeah, she was fun, but I felt like she was just a survivor that kind of tagged along, and so was Hiro. And who was the other that survived? There were 6 in total. The crazy that had Genocide Jack inside of her. I forgot her name, god damn it. But you know, I feel like those 3 were just kind of tag-alongs, where Makoto, Kyoko, and Byakuya were definitely the 3 main characters in Danganronpa 1. Like, they did all the heavy lifting and hard work during class trials and everything. So yeah. Holy shit, they're back! I'm so happy. Kyoko? Byakuya?
We'd be better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
Oh my god, this is it's like a crossover right now, you know, Danganronpa 1, 2. Oh god, I'm so happy.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously,
Is that really Kyoko's original voice? It sounds a little bit different, but it's been, like I said, it's been quite a couple of months since I last played it, so it takes a while to remember it, I guess.
it appears we made it.
It does sound a little bit different to me, though. Could just be me. What do you guys think? Does her voice sound a little bit different?
Hey, what's going on? Why are there more people again?
Reinforcement has arrived.
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's much bigger than I remembered.
Yeah. Something has changed since the last time.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand.
I mean, it depends how big and what is big.
There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Ooh.
Shut up.
Byakuya is not interested.
Byakuya, you're alive! But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
Wait, did Akane not know? Akane doesn't know there was the ultimate... Oh no, I guess that's something... Was that mentioned during the class trial? No, it wasn't, right? I don't think it was mentioned during the last class trial about the ultimate imposter. That was not mentioned at all. So Akane is not aware of that. That the ultimate imposter, Fat Byakuya, was actually the ultimate imposter. Hey.
You shut up too.
Well, this is the real Byakuya.
Are you 2 also from the Future Foundation?
Shut up too, Sonia.
No, it's probably not just that.
The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agree with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy and survived and helped you recover your memories. They are the survivors of the Killing School life. Tragedy. If the Killing School life is referring to that...
You guys are the survivors of the Killing School life who previously defeated Junko, right?
Yep, and our combined strength is gonna defeat Junko again, hopefully.
Yeah, that's right. There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move! Did you really want to see me that badly?
It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
It seems like it.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
Then let's go! What are we waiting for? Yeah, not so happy now, Junko.
Why are you crying?
looking all cool and stuff. And now, all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like even bigger chumps.
Chump. You said it again!
Is that like her trigger word for Akane? Chump?
Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her in this messed up world.
This messed up world. I guess he must mean this virtual world, of course. And this messed up world?
Hey, can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what will happen to us?
That's true. Like, will our avatars be deleted? Will we die too? But the same would apply to them, right? Because they're here too.
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
It's not just that. We want a more detailed explanation.
If you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted. It will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here.
But also your 3 avatars, right?
So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
Oh, what?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you entered the program.
So that's back to the remnants of despair. Huh? Oh, fuck.
Is there a reason to tell them all that?
Okay, so if we delete everything here, our memory or like it reverts back. So everything that we've learned and that was erased here as well doesn't actually go through to our real selves. So our real selves will still be the remnants of despair before entering this Neo World program.
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it.
Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we entered the program,
If we're going to revert back to our original selves before we entered the program, it means we'll revert to ultimate despair. The killing will start over. Lose Monokuma. Fuck it, I'm clicking this. There goes my 500 Monocoins. No! The dead will revive. Revert to ultimate despairs.
I see! Does that mean we'll go back to being ultimate despair?
That's right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair. No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
Oh shit!
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
But then we have to die too, right? Because even I understand stopping Junko is a big part, but it was also mentioned that the remnants of despair have to be taken out, otherwise the tragedy will never end. So at the end of the day, Junko will stop Junko this way. We'll all revert, or at least all 5 of us will revert back to our original states before we enter this, which is ultimate despairs, and we would have to be killed too for the tragedy to stop. So we're kind of sacrificing ourselves here too then.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it.
Oh my god, so is that what it's gonna come down to? Basically, Makoto and stuff have to convince us that we have to sacrifice ourselves to save the world?
That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us.
We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end!
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you.
But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last ultimate despair.
Yeah. For this reason, the remnants of despair must be immediately eliminated once they are discovered. The kill order, basically,
When
right?
you say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or...?
Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
I mean, I wasn't thinking that they would do that, but still. It's either how are they going to support it? Are they just gonna do, I don't know, some fucking psychotherapy stuff on us to try and, I don't know, hypnotize the despair out of us, or something else, or they're gonna like killing us is the easiest option probably. But knowing Kyoko, Makoto, and everyone else, that's not what they want to do. That's not what they're going to do. Hopefully, so they're probably gonna try different approaches. But still, it's not guaranteed it's gonna work. I don't fucking know.
It's gonna be alright. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed.
So you just gotta revert the brainwashing?
That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
How are you sure about that, though?
Can you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is, like, really nasty.
Well, do you want it to get dirty then, Junko? Well, actually, yeah.
But still, even if our brainwashing is undone, the memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that.
Everything in this virtual world.
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality. Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
I mean, she does have a point with that. Everything that we did here was, in hindsight, yeah, meaningless. Although it didn't feel that way to us. I guess it actually is. Meaningless? Vanish? Does that mean... or does that include her too? If we lose our memories of this world, we're also going to forget she ever existed. Right? If that happens, does it really mean that she, an existence confined to this world, is really going to disappear? But how does that work? Because what they're saying is that, right? Junko's existence is confined to this world. She only exists within this Neo World program. But she still has influence on the outside world, right? That's the whole thing. Unless we are the only ultimate despairs. If there are no other ultimate despairs out there in the world, then sure, I guess. But then it would work, I think. But if there isn't, like, even if you erase her existence here, and there's no proof of her, of the existence of Junko anymore, it's still her, the effects, the impact that she had on other people, and the beliefs that they have of despair, that they've, of being part of the ultimate despair, the brainwashing that she did to other people, that still remains within those other people. That doesn't just erase as well just because her existence in this world has been erased, right? I think? Or maybe it does. She risked her life to protect us, and we won't even remember she exists, Alpha. I guess forget the entire rant that I just said about Junko. When he said she, Hajime meant Chiaki. Fuck.
Memory's not all that'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb, like Nagito, it'll still be gone when... Please stop!
Going back to reality in that condition, that's like a bad joke.
We're not joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know anything about that past!
Hey, why did we become ultimate despair in the first place?
I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
But that is the thing, right? I feel like that's the strange part. Like, why all of them... Like, we are all ultimate despairs, right? Because, you become kind of ultimate despairs because like, I don't know the proper word. For lack of a better word, I'm just gonna say infected. We are infected by Junko's despair, right? She had influence on us, and that's how we became ultimate despairs ourselves as well. But they're all supposed, like, the thing that she did was, like, with all the ultimate, like, the reverse core students, those were all really easily influenced, right? Because they're not ultimates. They're not the ultimate people. They're not, like, but all the others here except Nagito, or except Hajime, are ultimates. So how come the ultimates are also apparently easily influenced to the point where they actually become ultimate despairs? Huh.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me...
People who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest.
Huh?
Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others. Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that.
Please don't name every single one of them.
The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
That was an interesting thing she said though.
Then, what if you think about it like this?
Because what she said there is like, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already said it. The thing about hope is, right, hope and despair kind of go hand in hand. Hope doesn't exist without despair and vice versa as well, sort of. The moment you cling to talent and hope, yeah, I mean, the thing is, when you cling to hope and despair, it's like you start to have similar thoughts that can lead down the path of despair.
It turns out that you guys being ultimate despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too.
Game world?
They're simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Me neither. Like, when she said game world, I'm like, which world are you referring to right now? This here again, or is there another game?
Are you kidding around?
Oh my god. Can you stop fucking confusing me? It is already confusing enough. Don't make it even more confusing.
Enough. My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
Let's do it.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing.
Reviewing?
When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair.
Yeah.
And your dead friends will never be revived. And the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world.
Yeah.
Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win? Or will my despair win?
Hope?
Alright! Things are starting to heat up!
This isn't a game, you know.
There it is.
Au contraire, this is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
Side character, yeah.
You called us chumps again!
Only 'cause it's true! Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
Huh? Wait, what does she mean wasn't just for your sake? For who else?
There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people.
Who? Do you want to learn Makoto and stuff here because of with this?
Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass. Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
Alright. The same outcome as the killing school life. Do I just have to remember what occurred there? The people Junko lured. The method. I should try connecting those dots. There should be an answer there. Oh, logic dive again. Awesome, let's go. Time to bust out my moves. Woo! Oh yeah. 360. What is it? What is this? I was trying to think of my skateboard moves and I ended up saying alley-oop, which is a basketball move. Boom. I'm still desperately trying to think of skateboard moves. Why is the only word that come to mind is alley-oop? Oh, here we go. Are we jumping across? Yes! Perfect. I'm still trying to think of one. I can't think of anything right now. Who did Junko Enoshima want to learn? The Future Foundation, Ultimate Despair, Hope Speak Academy Headmaster. It's gotta be the Future Foundation, definitely. Yes. Uh-oh. Oh shit! I shouldn't have moved! Those things always appear at the last fucking second. Middle again, left, middle. Boom. 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 Nope, still no skateboard moves come to mind. Wait, Ollie! Isn't an Ollie like an Ollie? I think it is? What bait was used to lure the Future Foundation? A glitch? The killings? Junko herself. The killings? I feel like the killings. Because then it's like, oh shit, it's happening again, right? This is something that for the Future Foundation, for Makoto and stuff, it's similar. So that's the thing that's like, oh shit, this is happening again. And that's what draws their attention, obviously, because they've gone through it before. So they're like, uh-oh, we went through this, we know what the fuck that is like. We don't want other people to go through that, or we don't want something similar to happen. So I feel like that's the thing that lured them. Boom. 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 It definitely gets more difficult, but it gets more fun as well. Fuck! Should not have said anything. I feel like I always end up jinxing myself. Just gotta hug the corner. If I hug the corner, it'll be fine! What the fuck? At the last fucking moment, it goes to the right? Fucking tricking me. Okay, I'm failing so hard right now, it's not even funny. Not that anybody was laughing to begin with. At least I wasn't. I'm still crying on the inside. Right to the right. Boom. Boom. Perfecto. Question 3. Blah, blah, blah. What did Junko use to force them watch the kid? Ah, that's something that Makoto. It's that's something that that Makoto said as well, right? When we were talking through him, with him through Alter Ego, it's like they were forced to watch us. That's what he said. Surveillance camera, surveillance caramel, really caramel. Surveillance cameras. There are multiple ones, and camera last time I checked is not with a capital unless it's just starting. Yeah, okay. So it's definitely this one, surveillance cameras. So her plan was to lure them here. And that means her plan succeeded, because they're here now. Boom. You're the
It's all
only
coming
one.
together. Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you?
The surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for?
In the previous Killing School life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school. You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding ding ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
Oh god.
The footage you recorded with the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation? What shall I do? I did a lot of disgraceful things in front of those cameras.
What did you do, Sonia?
You sure did.
And I enjoyed watching it. I'm Byakuya Tagami, and I saw you do perverted stuff, Sonia.
I will never be queen now. Please forget what you saw.
Okay, what did you really do?
So you guys were watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier?
They couldn't.
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running.
True, that's a tricky thing. You can't just abort, like, you know, if you know people are actually inside of it, that people that were trying to protect or do, you know, save in the first place, then you're not just recklessly gonna cut the power.
There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Even so, we kept trying over and over again, until it was finally possible for us to enter the program just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, hope dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time," right?
That's actually true. She played to that part, you know, because as Makoto, you definitely, or just anyone that has gone through that, you wanted to do that. You're thinking that, you're saying that probably out loud, maybe even, because you've gone through that before. You don't want other people to go through that either. So you're saying, exactly, I didn't have a chance to stop it the first time. Now I'm seeing it unfold with my own two eyes, and I can possibly try to do something about it. So I'm gonna definitely stop it this time. That's definitely something that they had on their minds.
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
It seems like it, and that's why we're just devices. That's why we're just the side cast, just to draw them out here. Fuck. So we were just being used. We were just bait.
Of course we made you do it for that reason.
Fuck.
We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
Ah, I knew it.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
Okay, that is fucked up.
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right?
Did they?
Just 1 second, please! That sounds as though we...
As though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will. But that's
no.
precisely the truth.
Is it so similar to the Danganronpa 1 again, you know? Where in an interview we said like, oh yeah, fine, just do whatever the fuck you want. We'll live here forever. Something along those lines. That we actually said yes to that as well. Well, you know. Huh?
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program.
Okay, what lie or how did they convince us that we would actually say yes and do this willingly?
To provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime.
Oh wait, because we are ultimate despairs. Oh fuck. So are you saying this was Junko's plan all along? She put us into this situation as ultimate despairs? Oh, I think that's it. But then it's kind of a risky play from her though. Like, how would she know that Makoto and everyone would spare us and not just kill us? Because we are ultimate despairs. But I feel like she just told us to go like, yeah, you guys are gonna do this, and like everyone, because we're on her side, you know. At that point, before entering this Neo World program, we are ultimate despairs. We are on Junko's side. So whatever Junko says, we're all just gonna get like, oh yes, Lady Junko, we'll do that for you. And that's probably, she just said that to us to do this, and we did it.
That's right. The reason the ultimate despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
So she fucking planned this shit. Just to draw out the Future Foundation. Holy shit.
That's just your imagination.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair!
Whoa, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this.
Thank you! It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not feel despair. Even if this was all a trap, We will never regret coming here.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
This is so tough. Okay, but I'm trying to think, like, why did Junko go through all this trouble to lure the Future Foundation here? To lure Byakuya, Kyoko, and Makoto here? Like, were they actually that big of a threat to her? They must have been? Or there's another reason behind it? But the thing is now that I'm starting to question, like whose side are we on? Like, right? Because we're saying right now they want to shut down the sequence, but are we? What?
You're pretty fucking desperate! Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious.
Like, normally I have a lot to say, right? I have a lot of fucking crazy theories and whatnot, but even I feel like I'm starting to reach the point where even I'm starting to become, not because of lack of not knowing what to say or something, but it's just, I feel like if I start talking, I'm just gonna talk myself into a knot because it's so confusing and I don't even know, like, I'm just a little bit speechless at the moment about what the fuck exactly is going on.
If you don't initiate the shutdown, those Future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule?
Graduation exam rule? There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote in whichever one, blah, 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 and then the...
But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
Oh, the teacher had to look it over. Was it? The other requirement to pass the graduation is become the black and escape. Press either button. Teacher's final decision. That was it. Teacher's final decision.
I see!
As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
To participate in the graduation program, you need my permission as your acting teacher, you know? But what? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote? After the vote, I'm just going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not. So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it? So...
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate.
So her plan is just basically trapping the Future Foundation members in here. That's her plan, I guess, right? Because even if we all press graduate and we're all going to graduate, she's not going to let us.
So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade!
Oh, God.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
Yeah. Like, we've been talking about this shutdown sequence for so fucking long. Can we just fucking activate it?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that. All too well.
True, because what was kind of said, like, her existence is confined, but that's her literal existence, right? Her, like, kind of physical existence is confined to this program, to this Neo World program. But the moment we don't, like, we let her live, Junko is actually going to be entering the real world again, indeed, because she's going to take over all of our bodies, right? To the point where, kind of, you saw that, remember the picture with all the Junkos walking around in the world? With total Junkified the entire world, Junko world domination. So yeah, that would bring her back into the world, indeed.
I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh.
Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we'd back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
Yeah, because Makoto doesn't do it just because of that.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
Why not?
Look upon their faces. They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit.
Oh god, that's horrible. That's a horrible picture.
There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
And here it comes.
That is...
So we have to
Well-
choose between a selfish decision or a decision that's best for the world. But a decision that's best for the world is not that good of a decision for us. So it's kind of like sacrificing ourselves, right?
Junko, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now.
It's never too late to go walk the right path.
What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
Oh, I like that, Makoto. Oh my god.
I was totally waiting for a protagonistic line
Exactly.
like that. Crushed with despair, such ecstasy.
Oh god.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Wow.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair.
It's going to be us.
That's the Mastermind's job.
Mastermind?
And they'll be appearing very soon.
Mastermind? What?
Mastermind?
Same mastermind from Danganronpa 1?
Mastermind. Someone else is coming?
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
What?
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the Mastermind. But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Oh well. Let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
What? Really? That old geezer?
Izuru Kamakura?
The supposedly ultimate hope? The whole reason why Hope's Peak Academy was created and everything? That name. I've heard it before. That person was called the Ultimate Hope. But that shouldn't be all he was. That's right. I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura before. As I recall, that person was a cover on... Oh no, that's Junko herself, the founder of the Academy. A Dark Deva of Destruction, a member of the Future Foundation, a founder of the Academy.
I see.
Izuru Kamakura. Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy?
Yep.
It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
Yep.
However, based on the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura...
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents.
Yeah.
He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
He had like 13 or something.
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
But 13 is kind of the unlucky number, right?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
The Future Foundation might know something, right?
I hope.
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura.
Right, because she kind of has inside information due to her father's position, but if even she doesn't know much about Izuru Kamakura,
It's a mystery if such a person ever really existed.
fuck.
And not just that, the matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Yeah, that was kind of mentioned that it was indeed like, you know, all like the moment the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy happened, you know, which apparently is Izuru killing 13 people or multiple students at least. The Academy tried to cover it up, right?
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy.
Wait. Okay, I might be misremembering it, but did he really have 13 students? Or 13 different talents? Did he or did he not? Because if he did, then how did he acquire those students? Because it's kind of a coincidence that he killed 13 student council members and then has 13 talents as well. Maybe that's just a coincidence. Maybe he doesn't even have 13 talents at all. I don't know. For some reason I thought there might be a connection there somewhere. But that might not be the case at all.
Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
Yeah.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
We thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Oh, don't say such cruel things. Izuru Kamakura is very much alive.
Fuck.
Isn't that right, Hajime?
What? Huh?
What? I am... What?
Oh my god. Are we Izuru Kamakura? Because we're the one survivor from the... Oh, that actually kind of makes sense. Remember that old picture? Oh, fuck. No fucking way. Remember that old picture? Like, this is just the avatar of Hajime, but remember that old picture? The old picture of the old man, right? That could be the real... Oh, fuck. And that's why we saw... That's why they hinted at Hiyoko seeing an older picture version of her too, and you know, her younger version of Avatar, and then is that really the case? Hajime is really that geezer, Grandpa?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
You're fucking shitting me. What? No. I mean, it kind of makes sense, unfortunately, but I don't want to believe it. What the fuck? Huh?
Alrighty. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
Okay, please enlighten me.
You're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're...
That's not really helpful. You're just brainwashing again.
Hold on! Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura!
Oh my fuck.
Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's right. Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever.
Exactly.
But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
I'm Izuru Kamakura? What? Reserve department.
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along. Ultimate hope.
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity. Was he hidden in the reserve course?
Oh, that could be.
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata! I've
Well-
always had that name ever since I was born!
Well, I don't know.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be created hope?
Created hope?
It might be Izuru.
But the hope was in the cultivation. I'm the ultimate hope? Then the current me and Izuru Kamakura are... What did Hope's Peak Academy do to me? Oh my god. What if they actually indeed created the hope? Like, you know, to sort of make Izuru Kamakura live on. They sort of put it into Hajime in some way, maybe? I feel like it's
Good
definitely
news,
connected to the
Hajime!
Hope cultivation
Even
plan,
though your mom
and
had
it's
a
created
talent,
How
Hope.
can someone have such an amazing... In order to hide it, was he hidden in the...
Then Hajime's.
There's no doubt, I've always had that name.
Then Izuru is your.
Hey, you weren't
I do not want any.
Could it be created hope?
That must be it!
It is.
Created hope. Are you talking about the Hope cultivation plan?
Hope cultivation plan. What is that?
You don't know about it?
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create?
For the longest time, the Hope cultivation plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy.
Uh-huh.
In fact, that's why the Academy was established. Part of that plan was researching the talents of Ultimates.
Yeah, we learned this throughout the investigation part.
Because the plan was so important, they adopted the name of the Academy's founder. And called it the Izuru Kamakura Project.
Izuru Kamakura Project?
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan. From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Uh-huh.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
A plan to create talent artificially requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent.
So yeah, they were indeed, the reserve corps students were just test subjects. That was the whole fucking point. So what the Hope's Peak Academy, in hindsight, was doing is actually quite disgusting, you know, because they were lacking in funds because the government or whatever, they weren't getting the funds required for what they wanted to do. So they opened up this reserve corps students that those people actually paid to get in, because that's their means of funds. Like those people paying to be part of Hope's Peak Academy. And at the same time, those people that actually paid to be part of Hope's Peak Academy are actually becoming the test subjects in which they're experimenting on. Holy fuck. I mean, I did say something similar earlier, or in the previous video probably, but still. The fact that it's actually true, it's kind of disgusting to think about, at least.
From that group of
Are they being
reserve corps
used?
students, the one who was finally chosen was
Hajime.
Hajime, who stands before you now.
And that's why Hajime is the only survivor of all the reserve corps or reserve department students as well.
Why me?
Because you admired Hope's Peak Academy more than anybody else.
Huh?
You still don't get it? You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of admiration toward hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
Fuck.
What?
See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Yeah.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
I don't want to believe it, but it actually sounds plausible. Fuck.
And after many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transformed?
How?
What did they do to him?
Yeah.
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius. So naturally, they went to extremes.
Of course. Because it seems like Hope's Peak Academy just doesn't really... It doesn't care. They don't care how they get the results as long as they get the results. Because that's the point of
By
experimenting,
directly
right?
interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura.
My talent is talent.
Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me.
Oh my god, that's true as well.
But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much.
See, this is what I mean, like, you know, we were supposed to think and believe that Hope Speak Academy was this good organization or good or whatever, you know, but it seems like whatever they were doing wasn't good either. And it definitely had something to do with that research and experiments that they were doing. Cause, fuck.
Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb. By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Did they really do something like that?
But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
But he's still tainted by the ultimate despair though, right?
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Different person? How is he different?
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised.
Huh?
Excised?
All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Huh?
That's why he didn't remember what his talent was?
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies? He doesn't even have a memory?
So that's why he didn't know anything at the beginning. Except his name. Why does he know the name Hajime though?
It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
Okay.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
Yeah.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
What? Poor Hajime, man.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown...
He'll disappear.
No.
Disappear?
Poof. Gone.
All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope Speak Academy.
Oh my god.
He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Yeah, so the Hajime Hinata is just an avatar in here. God damn it! Disappear! I'm going to disappear? Disappear! 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 Fucking disappear! Oh my fuck.